G.I.A Automotive, doing a video on this 2004 Hyundai XG350. I just installed this strut, this full assembly here. This is the old one. The new one's already on. You got to remove the 17mm nut on the upper control arm, 17mm here on the back to release this fork on the bottom. Another bolt here underneath this one to make the fork drop down so you can get the strut. You got your 14mm up on the top. Just loosen the outer ones. Take this bracket off. This drops down. Put your rubber boot back on there. To take out the old one, I didn't need to remove this outer tie rod. To put back the control arm, I did have to remove it. So now I will be able to put it back on. I had to help it with my jack. You're gonna bring it down now, and I'm gonna put this tie rod back on here. Yeah. Also, I wanted to mention to you guys, this guy, he got my number on Craigslist, and this is what he came back from another mechanic on Craigslist. What he did, he put a hot bearing on this thing, and he said it took him all day, and they got lucky and got it done at the end. They were gonna almost have to put back the old part back on. Also, he ended up doing the outer tie rod first. He took this old nut, the old nut out, and then he tried to put this new nut on there, and it didn't line up right. His steering is really off. He's got a traction control light and an ABS light because he broke this ABS sensor, and it's stuck in there. So now it's got to be drilled out, and that's a headache. There's somebody on Craigslist. I'm not gonna mention any names or anything, but now the guy won't answer the phone. He just found this out because the guy wouldn't answer the phone, so he says he needs his car, so he just decided to call someone else, and he keeps saying thank God that he found me. Look, he did this, and it's not, all this grease is out here because it's not right. So now whenever he is ready, I'm gonna change his axle out. I gotta pull this axle out and put a new one on there. I'm not gonna try to fix that. It's better to just put a new one on there. It's already got dirt inside of it. You're not gonna be able to clean it out. You might be able to clean it out, I guess, if you want, but I'm not gonna do that. I always use a gear wrench so I can see if the stud is spinning, and if it is, then we stop. But it's not gonna spin because this is a fairly new tie rod. And don't forget to put a cotter pin on there. Never reuse the cotter pin. Old cotter pins are compromised and are no good, so you put a new cotter pin. Put a new cotter pin on there, and consider it done. So now, give it one last turn, make sure it's tight, and then there's a little hole here that you line up to get your cotter pin right through it, and you bend it to secure it. So one more, not too crazy, and Put your cotter pin through there, and take your pliers and you bend one out and then the other one. Tap that in. The other one like that. Bend it all the way back. And if you ever need to take this out again, get a new one. Alright. There you go. Now, last tip I'm gonna mention is make sure you spray all your bolts. You're gonna need to remove this brake line, this brake hose that goes onto this wishbone on the bottom, and then make sure you spray all along here with the best stuff you can get. PB Blaster. WD-40 is for the house. WD-40 is for your house. Use PB Blaster. Alright, you're going to tighten this one up here, and then we consider that one done too. Make sure that it doesn't spin. You see, it's turning just a nut. Sometimes the whole thing spins, especially if it's an old one. You're trying to put an old one back on there. Sometimes you get lucky, you can zip it on there with an impact, but that's not always the case. Alright, that's done. Make sure everything is tight. That's done. And he's got work on this side. I'm going to leave it alone. He knows about it. And 26 years of experience. Give me a call if you got any business for me. 708-699-8887. Thank you for all your comments. And you got any business for me, give me a call. PayPal account set up for information over the phone if you get stuck. You need a little advice. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.